Have you heard? Afriex is showing up big at this year's Flavors of Nigeria Festival happening on the 9th of August 2025 at Cage Park, Brampton, Canada. And you know what? We are bringing free shopping money to all our users. How?
Just download the Afriex app on Google Play Store, App Store, and then sign up using the referral code FNF. I repeat, FNF.
And complete a minimum transaction of $5 to any receiving country. It can be Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya.
And you get yourself a $20 voucher to use at Flavors of Nigeria.
Every vendor at the festival is accepting the voucher. You can use it to shop for your makeup, your skincare, food, anything at all that you want to shop on the 9th of August, which is Saturday.
Happening in Brampton. You like that? See you there.
It's summertime and you're planning a European summer trip or maybe a vacation in California. But here's the problem. You're already stressed about flight payments, Airbnb deposits, and the worst of all, the extra charges that come with international fees. Calm down. Don't let that stop you from enjoying the vacation you deserve, because Afriex has literally made everything easy for me. Now let me show you how. Afriex is a smooth platform with no stress, zero transfer fees, great exchange rates, and bank level security. I'm telling you that I literally make transfers in seconds. You can send money across 40 different countries. And the most exciting part is that you can send money from Nigeria to China, USA, UK, Canada, Europe, and even India. So whenever I'm out of the country, I'm calm and collected because I know Afriex got me covered, never disappoints. And you can also win up to $500 by just referring multiple people. So what are you waiting for? Download the Afriex app now and start sending money. You know I always give you guys the right plot. That vacation, we must go for it. Toodles!
That vacation. Yeah, the lady said that vacation, she must go for it. And she's doing it the Afriex way. Afriex allows you to now have a virtual card, like your card, virtual card, that you can load your money from Africa on it, on your Afriex wallet. Okay, you use that virtual card to do whatever you want when you find yourself in other countries. So please download the Afriex app. Remember, Afriex allows you to send money, getting the best rates from Canada, US, Europe, to China, to so many countries. Even within Africa, you can send money from one African country to the other. You can also send money from some African countries to where we live here in a global north. Please download the Afriex app. Use the FNF if you are attending the Flavors of Nigeria Festival tomorrow, FNF, in Brampton and Gage Park. If you are attending it, use the promo code FNF when you are signing up, and you unlock a $20 voucher. You can also use my own name, Chokor, if you even like to get a bigger bonus. Use my name, Chokor, CHORKOR. And then when you send a minimum of $50, you will be getting that juicy $20 referral bonus. Afriex is also giving you a $500 raffle winning amount, $500 every week. All you have to do is to send money using Afriex yourself. Send your referral link to your friends. When they send money, you get to be entered into the draw and you could potentially win $500. All right, in my previous video, I said that visa refusal letters will now be accompanied by what we called an officer decision note, ODN. So I shared that update with you, and I also gave you a clue as to how it could potentially look like from a document that I couldn't confirm if it was an authentic one from the source, from the IRCC. But I said potentially, if that is true, then it means that we're looking at something like that. So it looks like some of you who were watching that live broadcast that I did, you saw it, and you saw my request that if you want to share your personal ODN, if you receive one, you can reach out to me. Yes, somebody reached out to me. I got an email, and I'm just sitting on the email right now. I got an email from one of my subscribers who said, "Hi, Choco, I hope you're doing well. I trust the family is good. I listened to your update on the above and per the content regarding confirmation on the officer notes. I decided to send you mine for the good work you're doing." All right. He said he received his, so he wanted to send it to me. So he did send it. I've redacted some sensitive part of the information, and I've shared that one. I will go into the details. Now, the gentleman who sent me his officer decision notes as part of his visa refusal has also decided that he will talk to me briefly on a call. So I will be talking to him one-on-one. I'll call him on the line. Then I'll also call another person. So I will talk to two people in this video. hopefully you get to learn a lot as I talk to both of them. So let's go into the details first. I want to, maybe I should call him first. I'm gonna call the gentleman first. If you are watching this, hit the like button, share with your friends. We are learning. Immigration is very dynamic. It keeps changing. I want to make sure that we are all updated so that when you're applying, you know exactly what to expect, whether it's Canada or any other country, all right? This channel mostly talks about Canada. Sometimes I go into a bit of US stuff too, once in a while. Hello, sir. How are you doing?
I'm fine, Chocolate. I'm fine. How about you?
I'm doing fine. Now, those of you who are watching this, I would appreciate if you can also drop a comment. Let me know if you can hear him well. Sir, you are live on my channel. You are live on my YouTube channel right now. Where is your location right now? Are you in somewhere in Africa, or are you outside of Africa? Where are you?
Yeah, I'm in Africa, Ghana.
Ghana specifically. All right. Now, you sent me an email following a video that you saw me do. I'd like you to tell me what you sent me. What is it about? The document you sent me. Just give me a little bit of before I read the details myself here. If you can just give me a little bit of background into it, yeah.
Okay, so Choco, I've been your follower. I mean, since, and I've learned so much on your platform, and I decided to create an account and apply for a visitor visa myself. I did the first one in 2023. And I got a refusal, and I applied for GCMS notes, and I said, okay, let me strengthen where my weaknesses were highlighted. So I did all the corrections and I reapplied again. That was on the 22nd of July. So 31st July, I got a biometric response letter, and then within a short while, I got 2 mails. So, apparently I read so much on the RCC website that if they're going to give you the visa, you get 2 mails. So after getting the biometric, I thought, okay, then it means the 2 mails that I just got, if I open it, one is going to be a positive letter. But lo and behold, I checked, and I got a generic refusal letter, and this latest ODM that you just showed on your platform, and I said, wow. So that was just it. Okay,
so sorry about that decision, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me make sure I understand what you're saying. So you applied for a visitor's visa on the 22nd of July, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
What year was that? 2025, 2024? What year was that?
Okay, I did a first application in 2023. And got a negative response in 2024 April. So I decided to hold on and apply for the GCMS note to see where my mistakes were. I mean, I want to get the details of the officer's notes to correct maybe the errors that I caused that maybe caused the refusal. So I got the GCMS notes, and I said, okay, let me apply this year again. So I did that in 2025, this year 2025, July 2022, and 31st July, I got a response from them that I've been refused. I've been refused again. So that was just it. And I had to, because you showed a copy of the same officer's notes, and you asked that if anybody has received such a note, you want to confirm, and I decided to, okay, if that's the case for educational purposes and all that, let me just email it to you.
Okay. So first application 2023, you were refused, you applied, but you didn't get a visa decision until 2024 April. You decided to apply for the GCMS note, which you got, and you decided to address the reasons in the refusal, correct?
That's correct.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, a quick one. Do you mind just summarizing the reasons for the first refusal in 2023? Was it a lack of good reason to travel, or your purpose of travel? Was it they are not sure you're returning back, your home ties? Was it proof of funds? Was it something else? If you can just give us a hint from the 2023 refusal.
Okay, so the 2023, what I got from the officer's note was insufficient assets and financial standing.
Insufficient
And then,
assets and proof of funds. Okay.
Yes.
And what else? Any other thing?
Yes, and the purpose for the application was for a conference. I decided to attend a conference. Okay, so that was the main purpose. So the officer noted in the GSMS noted that it appears that that was solely why I was going to Canada, and because of that, the application is not applicable because I submitted it earlier, but it was in the queue, and the conference date passed. So because the conference date passed, the officer decided that okay, then if the sole purpose for me to go to Canada is to attend conference, then the application is not applicable.
Okay.
So when the fact is blah 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 and
okay.
And that was like,
Okay, then fast forward 2025 July, you decided to reapply for the second time.
Yes.
And this time also a visitor's visa or something else?
Yes, a visitor's visa.
Okay. And you said when you applied, you got 2 letters or 2 emails from the IRCC. And from the information you've gathered around, when you get those 2 emails, you thought that it meant something good was coming, correct?
Yeah, because I read that when they approve your application, you may get 2 letters. One, I think one is a positive one, and the other is, I think, biometric. But in this case, I got the biometric one came earlier. I did in the first application. I did the biometric, so I didn't go for the second biometric, and I have to use because it will last for 10 years. So I just used the previous one to apply. So they confirmed that still my biometrics is still valid for 2031 or something. So that letter came, and then immediately that letter came, 2 additional letters, mails also came in my email that I should check the IRCC portal. I have 2 letters, mails waiting for me. So I thought, wow, then if it's 2 mails, additional 2 mails, then it could be possible. One could be the positive decision. But lo and behold, I checked the IRCC portal, and it was an officer's note. The generic one came, and then the officer's note was added. I said, wow, these people were. They've changed things. Yeah. They've changed things. So I read the decision letter, and I said, wow. Okay, so you will see that the officer touched on the application, so you could deduce that the officer had an overview of the application, noticed some few things there, but still I'm not convinced because I've supplied all the necessary documents that I should provide, and so I decided to request for the GCMS notes again to really see the full notes of the officer, because this looks so sketchy. I don't really get the reason why it's still refused.
Okay, so I will be bringing in an expert, like a licensed immigration consultant on the line to share his opinion about all of this. Okay, Dr. Harrison, welcome to Choco Millionaire.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for calling, sir.
Thank you. I'm pretty sure you've been following the discussion on my channel.
Yes, I have, actually.
Okay. So, personally, this is the first ODN that I am seeing, aside from the samples that were flying online. So, it appears that some visa types are going to come with the ODN, which is Officer Decision Notes, which has some additional information beyond the generic. So, the gentleman I am talking to on the phone right now, he said he received 2 different emails. One was a biometric request, and then after that, he got another email that came with the generic refusal slip, and then another one with the ODN. Is this something you've also noted? Or have you noticed this happening to clients as well?
Yes, sir. So one thing is this, so it's now even much better to me, because when you receive 2 emails approved, 3 emails refused. So you don't need to your decision you can tell decisions now without even going to your account for temporary resident visas. In the past, you receive 2 emails, you go in there, you see the decision, right? With this new system, 2 emails, you definitely know that it's an approval in most cases, right? So far, what I've seen. 3 emails, then it's a refusal because the third one is the ODM. So I would say it's a trend now, and to me, it's actually better because it saves time. You could make a decision faster. If you need to reapply, you can work towards that immediately. Because with the whole GCMS process, it's most cases 30 days, but I've witnessed GCMS requests of 90 days or more. And imagine you're waiting for that to submit, to do a reapplication for a study permit. The student might likely defer to a new semester. But with this new system, you can immediately prepare for reapplication 1, 2.
Okay.
Officers can also make mistakes. And people always talk about reconsideration request process. I tell people before you go for reconsideration, know the reason for refusal. I'll give you a personal experience. We had a refused application. Unfortunately for the officer, because it became fortunate for us, he stated the reason, and it was clear it was not in line with what we applied for. And immediately I went for reconsideration, and it was approved the next day. Now, why I'm saying this is because I knew the reason. So this is what the ODM is doing for us. If you know the reason and you're certain that the officer has made an error in fact and law, you can immediately go for a reconsideration 1, 2. You can also go for judicial review. So we know the standard law outside Canada 60 days, within Canada 15 days. So with this whole process, I think it's a good step towards the right direction. Yes.
I see. 1 second there. Sir, if you can mute yourself so that the noise in your background doesn't come in, I appreciate that. Just mute yourself. If I want to talk to you, I'll ask you a question, okay? If you can just mute yourself there. Good, thank you. You are muted now. Yes, Doc, you can go on. So, yeah, you were talking about the fact that if an officer made a material error in referencing your application, it could work to your advantage. You could use that to seek a judicial review or even a reconsideration. You mentioned an example that you had. And then it worked to your advantage for your client, right? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Now, I want us to read the ODN that I have before me. The gentleman I am talking to, whose document we are looking at, is not satisfied. He still doesn't find it convincing enough. So he's considering doing a GCMS though. Let me just pull it up and then read it for us to all see. So, gentlemen, if you're watching this video, I will be pulling this up now to read a bit more. Good. Okay, it's on the screen. Hopefully you can all see it. To help you understand, so reasons for your refusal of your application. You can see I've blocked out some key details there to protect the privacy of the gentleman here. But let me go into the details here. To help you understand your application was refused, below are the officer decision notes, ODN, specific to your application as they are displayed in IRCC systems. These notes were entered by the officer who assessed and made the final decision on your application. So the bullet point here is this. So this is the note. I have reviewed the file. I have considered the following factors. I am not satisfied that the applicant has a legitimate business purpose in Canada. I'm not satisfied that the applicant has the applicant's purpose of travel is to attend the 16th conference on so and so. I blocked the conference out, held in Montreal, Quebec City on September 3 to October 3. So the conference is happening between September 3 to October 3 in Montreal, Quebec City for the year 2025. The applicant's purpose of visit is not well substantiated. It is unclear how attending this event will be beneficial to the client, especially considering the high cost associated with it. The applicant's assets and financial situation are insufficient to support the stated purpose of travel for themselves and any accompanying family members, if applicable. Applicant has not provided an explanation regarding the large non-salary deposits in the bank statements. So the officer is worried about large deposits, large sum amounts deposited in the bank account. Okay, and they are non-salary. Okay, hence the source of funds in the financial statement is not clear, including its availability to support the applicant's visit to Canada. Weighing the factors in this application, I am not satisfied that the applicant will depart Canada at the end of the period authorized for their stay. For this reason above, I have refused this application. All right, so Doc, that is the summary note from the officer. I find this to be, compared to the generic refusal, to be quite detailed, given what we normally are used to getting, right? It comes close to a GCMS, but not exactly a GCMS. No, I think it gives you something to work with. That you have, you know, that while they are questioning the main purpose of the reason, how beneficial it to be, they are also questioning what the large sum deposits that are non-salaried, and whether these funds will actually be available during the time you visit Canada and stuff like that. Now, let me briefly ask this gentleman a question. Hello, sir. If you can hear me, you can unmute yourself briefly now. So, I am not pretending that I'm a visa officer or a consultant who can explain, but do you find these reasons there as valid, that you had large sum deposits when probably not enough explanation where the funds are, especially if they are not salaried and stuff? Do you find this to be consistent with your file, or it is off track?
Because this is off track because I've provided letters. The large lump of money there is a sponsorship from my employers. So that letter was attached to the application. Okay. So I don't get it. It seems the officer didn't really go through all the documents that I've submitted. Okay. So that side where the officer stated that he doesn't really get it, or I haven't provided any letter to really prove that non-salary funds, it's out of place, because I've scanned and merged all the documents together. So yeah, I've scanned and merged all the documents together. So I don't really, it's mind-boggling. So even this itself has made me to quickly apply for reconsideration, which they got back to me and told me it has been forwarded to the responsible office for them to look at.
Oh, okay. So
so I've done a reconsideration on the 31st of the same 31st. After getting this letter, I applied for GCMS notes, and I felt that the officer didn't really scrutinize or went through my applications and put that notes there. So I quickly requested for a reconsideration, which I've submitted together with the applications the documents that are earlier provided. So they go back to me. I think that was on the 5th of August. Yes, that reconsiderations are based on certain factors where officers overlook certain factors. So it has been forwarded to a local office for reconsideration, but they can't guarantee that they may come with a positive decision.
They cannot guarantee that. Yes. Okay. But you've made some important step there. You felt that they have, the officer probably didn't look at all the supporting documents. The large sum deposits you had in your account were from your employer. Does it mean your employer is the one kind of financing or sponsoring the event or the conference that you're going to attend in Canada?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So a letter was provided on a letterhead.
Okay.
Letters from the HR, the chief executive officer, accountants, and everything. So the funds and everything were documented. So I merged all and attached together with the applications.
Wow.
So it is clear, everything gets consistent.
Okay. Okay.
Everything is just consistent. So
Okay.
even the date in the notes is supposed to be 30th September to October 3rd. But you could see that it is 3rd September. So I realized that even the officer made a mistake. The officer didn't take his time to look at the actual date. So we see it is 3rd September. It is supposed to be 3rd. I think it's 3 days or 4 days event. 3rd September to 30th September to 3rd October.
I see.
Okay. So yeah, so there's discrepancies. That is why the same 31st July I decided to put in the GCMS note to see the actual reasons. But this alone gives some clue for my decisions to reapply for the reconsideration.
Okay, all right. Thank you. You can stay on the line there briefly. Let me bring Dr. Harrison in here from Ray Immigration. I've also given you the contact for Ray Immigration just in case you find the need to use them at some point. You can also reach out to Ray Immigration. Doc, so
Yes, sir.
he seemed to believe that the documents were not properly perused. You heard that, right? Is he on track? Is he on track?
He's on track because I noted 3 things down on this note. First, I was surprised how can a conference be from September 3rd to October 3rd? So that is what we call error in material, fact and law, right? So that's one of the error I've noticed as well. So for an officer to first of all assume that the conference is 1 month when it's not up to 1 month, that means the officer was probably not detailed enough in his or analysis. That is the first error you can hold to fight back for them to reassess your application. But that does not guarantee that it's going to be approved, right? So, but that's just one thing you can point to them on your reconciliation request, that your conference first off is not this duration, but you doubt if the officer actually took their time or his or her time to review your application. 2, you mentioned about the lump sum deposit, which I also noted, and you've explained that your company made transfer of this money and they are responsible for the sponsorship. So my question there is, you mentioned you submitted a lot of documents from the company. So was this transferred to your salary account? If you can answer.
Was it transferred to your salary account or just to your regular current account, or what? Sorry, salary account could be
transferred to my current account. So the letter was effected for the officer's attention.
Okay, so no, was the money transferred to your salary account, and was it transferred directly from the company account?
The salary account.
So the memo on this, if I'm understanding what Doc is saying, will the memo say that it's coming from your employer? For example, transfer from your employer. Let me assume that your employer is Adwa Tampico Company, like say transfer from Adwa Tampico Company Limited. Would that be something like that on the memo, or it was just a blank deposit with no annotation?
No, you see, it came on the company's letterhead from the company's accountant. The company accountant signed that.
But he's talking about the current account. You know, when you deposit funds, right? Sometimes there is a brief description that this is for payroll or this is a payment or something. Would you say that those large sums came with like a description on the bank statement stating what the transfer is for, or it was just blank?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It was specified in the description. You know, it was specified that the purpose of this lump sum was for the conference.
Okay.
So my next question is
stated clearly.
Okay. Thank you.
That's fine. My next question is, your company, have they been sponsoring people for conference, and have they sponsored anyone in the past for any conference like this, maybe to UK, maybe within Africa or anything such?
Yes, they do. Africa.
Attention to the information provided, and again, you might be right, 7 days, quite fast. What do they actually look at? Now, it all depends on how you also presented the documentation to them. Maybe it was maybe anyhow, but the law says that they are to review every single thing placed before them, right? And
Okay.
If you believe that they did not, then you have every right to go for a judicial review, which is get a lawyer to fight for you, or your reconciliation request. Then again, it depends on how your reconciliation request is presented. Did you point out the obvious errors? Like, for instance, the dates of the conference. Secondly, the information regarding the explanation of the lump sum deposit. And attaching the document you initially attached in your first application, in the application itself.
Yes. Yes, so I prepared a cover letter and stated all those hitches there.
So,
and
how long has it been since you submitted it?
Come again.
How long has it been since the reconsideration?
Okay, so I submitted a reconsideration on 31st July, and I got a response from them on the 5th that the reconsideration has been forwarded to the responsible office.
Okay, that's okay.
Okay.
Within a month, if you don't hear from them, that means you might not hear from them. It could be more than a month, it could be more than 2 months, but normally reconsideration is very fast in some cases. If they notice there's an obvious error, they open the application and reapprove it, right? So again, they might also send it to a most senior officer to look into it, right? To be sure that there's no error here, right? So it could be that it's a typo error. That's also possible, but the best part of it is that the ODM is very good because now you can tell just from the beginning, right?
Yeah.
It's obvious. You can tell. You can act. So you acted immediately. If this, to me, I feel if you get your GCMS notes, a GCMS has a decision part. You might like to see the same thing you see here because it's just an extract. Right?
Okay. Yeah. So
yeah.
Doc, here's what I'm thinking too. The idea of the ODN is to save time with all these GCMS, ATIP applications and contacting members of parliament to reach out to RCC on behalf and stuff like that. So that potentially could be, they said they want to be transparent more, right? But could it potentially also open up the RCC for more potential litigations? And
it is best for everyone. Trust me. It's best. So these days, if I see a refusal decision and I reviewed the documentation, I refer you judicial review because not every office that reconsideration goes in and comes out fast. All right. However, because I know that this might likely be the Winnipeg office that treated this case. Because people applying from Accra, they are all being treated here in Canada, the Winnipeg office. And Winnipeg office, I don't want to say anything.
Maybe we won't talk about that now. I wanted your opinion on the positives of the ODN, which you've shared, so I think we'll leave it there.
ODN, it's a good thing, mostly because of Winnipeg office,
Yes.
Now we know.
But aside from the ODN, this gentleman has still applied for the GCMS notes. He said no, he felt that something was wrong, right? So he applied right away. And sir, when you applied for your GCMS note, how long did it take you to get it?
30 days. In my case, it was 30 days.
Okay. Doc, are you noticing an improvement in the processing time of GCMS notes?
It's fast. Now, I have one that I applied almost 90 days. I've not seen it. But the ones we'll be applying 2 weeks ago, they'll all be coming out thanks to ODM. Because now, less application for GCMS, right?
Yeah.
More. So people they don't have need to go for that again unless you just want to know something else.
Especially those that don't have a strong ground to fight or reapply. They will just take it and say, okay, then I'm okay. Since you're giving me good reason that you're refusing, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, look at the action he took. If it's not because of this ODN, he would have waited 30 days to know that the officer stated September 3rd to October 3rd for a conference, right? And that alone is obvious error. To me, it's what we call error in fact and law. You did not pay attention to even the conference invitation letter. That's a first problem there, right? So if not for this, you would have waited 30 days, even more, before you can do a reconciliation request. And most people that I know, most clients that have come to me, they even do reconciliation request for the previous refusal note, which you have no idea why you were refused. And I always tell them, I don't know why you're doing that. Maybe it has worked for some people, but it's not clear what you're actually asking for. But with the ODM, you know exactly what you're saying now. Oh, you stated that ABC is this, which is not true, right? You're contexting their analysis because that's why you do reconsideration. It's not for humanitarian grants. It's for, please go back to my documentation and review properly because you made error in fact and law due to what your decision analysis, right? So basically, this is very good. This is very good. Yeah.
The ODN is very good, folks.
Very good. Yeah.
You just didn't see the update on my channel. I gave you a sample. Thanks to this gentleman from Ghana who reached out. So my understanding is that you work with a reputable company or institution in Ghana, and you occupy a very sensitive position as well. I pray that things go well for you. Hopefully you get a positive, and keep me posted as to whether your reconsideration comes out successful or not. Just keep me posted as well, sir. Thanks so much for sharing your time with us, sir.
Thank you, Jacob.
God bless you. Yeah, Doc, thank you so much. Dr. Harrison from Ray Immigration. Ray is spelled R-A-E. You can find Ray Immigration online, on Instagram, anywhere. The website is there. He is a familiar face on this channel. He's appeared here. We've talked about different aspects of visa refusals, approvals, what you need to do. Remember, he's also there to assist those that need that legal assistance to, when I say like assistance to put your applications, how to navigate your applications. He's there to give you that immigration consultation advice that you need. Doc, let me share something with you. Remember the gentleman whose visa was refused twice and he became so depressed in Nigeria, he gave up, and one day he reached out to me and then talked to me, and I said no, I needed to refer him to the right people, and then thankfully you saw through the mistakes he made and how he could overcome them, and God used you to also help him to point him to the right resources and how to put it strong. That gentleman, he's finally here in Canada. I'm pretty sure he has given you the update. He's in Canada now. He just arrived like 2-3 days ago or so. I'm pretty sure you are aware.
Yeah.
Talking about Jeremiah.
Yeah, Jeremiah.
Yeah. And he reached out to my PA to send me a gift. He has sent me some stuff from Nigeria, he sent this. Oh, look at me. I'm thinking I'm the only one that got it, not knowing he loves you too. I tell you, he sent me a very nice package here. My wife saw it and my wife saw it. I said, this man, I wasn't even expecting it. Yeah, I like the content. The content will be put to some really good use here.
Yeah. And I've not called you ever since.
Yeah.
We have even more greater news, right?
So we need to make time and share some of those.
Yeah, I'm going to share with you maybe when I want them to all come in. There's a lady that family of 4 refused from your channel, came in, and she said she cannot leave her children back home, that she must travel with the kids. We worked tirelessly to make sure that happened, and the visa was approved after 23 days, her and all children.
Wow.
A single mother with 3 children.
I'm looking forward to talking to her. She will share her testimony too, right?
She's so happy. She had just a few days to either resume or defer to next year, September. But she didn't give up. She was like, she's going to wait. She's going to keep putting the application, and God came through. And I'm so happy for her. I said when she's going to arrive soon, maybe next 2 weeks.
Okay.
I have a lot of them from your channel that we've approved from lately. It's been good news.
Happy to hear that.
A lot. And of course, there are some we also got refused, but the percentage has been really great on the approval side.
On the approval side, percentage has been great.
I tend to call you next, or maybe 3rd week of this month, for us to maybe feature some of them as well. Yeah,
I'll be happy to feature them. I look forward to. And the lady with the 4 children, coming from what country?
From Nigeria.
Nice.
3 kids actually, yeah.
3 kids, okay, 3 kids.
4, yeah.
All right.
3 kids, yeah.
Okay, I look forward to. Thanks so much for making your time. I know you are a busy person.
Sure.
I'll leave you now. Okay, God bless you. Thanks for.
Thank you too.
You're welcome. Take care. Bye. All right, folks. You saw the ODN. You heard from the applicant himself. You heard from an immigration consultant as well. They share their perspective. We'll keep you posted as to how that particular case pans out. When you receive your ODN and you feel like you want me to also talk about it or share it on my platform without going into specifics of your details here and there, you saw what I did. I blocked them out. you're more than happy to do. All you need to do is send me an email, chocormillionaire@gmail.com. Chocormillionaire, which is my channel name, @gmail.com. And please go straight to the point and let me know if you consent to that. I normally would have reached out to confirm before doing something like what I just did. I think in general, it could help educate a lot of people. It could help people know what to do and stuff. A lot of people don't know their options as to if I'm refused, what can I do? So I feel like some of these videos that we make could be an additional resource that could help somebody know that, you know what, it is not the end of the road if I'm refused. I could definitely explore S, Y, or Z. Thanks so much for watching. Destroy that like button, drop your comments. Don't forget to subscribe. Back-to-back videos today. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.